unveil the statue.
Eleanor Roosevelt, in her book, The Women, published in 1933, said that women, whether subtly or vociferously, have always been a tremendous power in the destiny of the world. We have always been. Yet, we have been and still are fighting for recognition and equity. These beautiful sculptures represent two women who transformed their country and their community. Indeed, they impacted destiny. And they also represent countless of others like them, you and I, so many of you standing here, whose contributions are often overlooked by art and history because of their gender, race, class, or orientation.
Frances Perkins was, as we know, Franklin Roosevelt's Secretary of Labor, 1933 to 1945. She's only one of two people who served in the cabinet for the entire period of Franklin Roosevelt's. She has been called the woman behind the New Deal, the mother of Social Security, and Franklin Roosevelt's moral conscience. She was one of FDR's most trusted advisors, and in my opinion, she is the most influential Secretary of Labor in United States history. From 1957 until her death in 1965, Frances Perkins was a visiting lecturer at Cornell's School of Industrial and Labor Relations. According to both of her major biographers, Miss Perkins greatly enjoyed her time in Ithaca, teaching at ILR, living from 1960 on at Telluride House on campus, and worshiping just 3 doors down at St. John's Episcopal Church.
I am deeply grateful to Carol Kamen, George Boyer, and Joe Mariani for deciding that a statue of Frances Perkins finally needed to be sculpted, and for selecting me to create one for Ithaca. It was their desire to see her seated on a bench, approachable as she was in life, ready to listen to you. I love making public art that people can interact with and measure themselves against. And it was my idea to pose Perkins as though she is showing you the list she read to FDR when he asked her to join his cabinet and become his Secretary of Labor.
Thank you to the anonymous donor for commemorating these immense gifts to the city of Ithaca and for giving us the privilege at INHS of honoring them for decades to come on our property. This location right here, I just want to remind everyone, is the former home of the Women's Community Building, and it now is called Breckenridge Place Apartments. Honoring suffragist and community organizer Juanita Breckenridge, we couldn't think of a better place to land Frances Perkins than this particular location. And no better place to honor Lucy Brown, our co-founder, than just across town at our historic home at the Henry St. John Building on the South Side. She served decades on our board from its founding in 1976 to retirement in 2017, guiding us to where we are today, an organization with net assets of $56 million, hundreds of housing units for our community, and almost 3,000 people served each year in our service area. Lucy Brown's impact is thus vast. I've lost the MC behind me. Oh, well, for a very good reason.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's for a very good reason. Welcome, Miss Lucy Brown.
Yes! the incomparable, the amazing, everything, Miss Lucy Brown. I'm right here. Thank you.
We turned the wrong way.
Miss Lucy, this is the first time I've been commissioned to make a portrait of someone who could actually come to an unveiling. I am humbled and honored to share the sculpture with you today. I want to tell you that you have been a great inspiration to me as I've learned about your energy and your commitment to the community and all that you've done for so many people. One big challenge for me as a sculptor was to portray you sitting down on a bench, because everyone I ever spoke to talked about you as if you were always in motion, as if you would never sit down for a minute, never in your life. So I've sculpted you, which I think may be unique in the genre of sculptures of a person sitting on a bench, about to get up off the bench, about to rush off to do some more good. I hope you like the sculpture, and I hope that people who sit there with you will be inspired to jump up and do some good themselves.
In the last couple of weeks, my mom just keeps asking, why is everyone making such a fuss about me? Well, Mom, your impact on this community reaches every corner, and your accolades and accomplishments are far too many to mention here. But in a nutshell, at 15, you began volunteering as the secretary at Calvary Baptist Church. By 18, you served on your first committee at Southside Community Center, and your service to this community has spanned more than 5 decades. 5.
We are also here to witness history in the making. It would be an understatement to say that there are very few statues that represent women in the U.S. There are more than 5,000 public statues in the U.S., and only 6% of them are of real women, not allegorical figures meant to convey a moral or political idea, such as the Statue of Liberty or Lady Justice. So of that 6% of the statues representing real women, approximately 0.5% are of Black women. So we are indeed making history here today, folks.
When you talk about this idea of an icon and what does that mean, and so it means a couple of things to me, and I thought it would be important to share given the two iconic, trailblazing, unapologetic, unwavering women that we're recognizing today, Miss Lucy Brown and Frances Perkins. It is not often that we can give people, as they say, their proverbial flowers while they can receive them. Y'all still with me? And what a treasure and what a blessing it is that we're able to give these flowers to you, Miss Brown, because of the work that you have done that not only has impacted the city of Ithaca, Tompkins County, New York State, but beyond. And so going back to my point of what makes someone an icon or a trailblazer, and that is their ability to not only have vision to move forward, but these are individuals who change the blueprint of our human experience. That change creates the embetterment for everyone for decades and generations to come. That, to me, is what makes someone an icon. And to boot, I will also like to lift up, and I wouldn't be myself if I mentioned this as the chair of Women's Issues in the Senate. Women are just the bomb.
I am so grateful to the committee and to Meredith Bergman for inspiring this community with a new, beautiful public art installation. I know we all know that Ithaca is gorgeous, but what Ithaca also is a place of creativity, of living art, and I think this captures the cultural and spiritual essence of our community by upholding and uplifting these two historic women.
Oh, I'm feeling wonderful. Right?
I'm important enough for all these people to be gathered around me. And every once in a while, I look over there, it's me.
Yes, I want to say.
Yeah.
Hello, Valerie.
Oh, look. Lucy just called me.
The upstairs bedroom at 511 North Auburn Street, right here in Ithaca. I spent 86
That is so
years
cool.
in my house.